Hello, I'm Mary King.
And I'm Sarah Ross.
Together we are We Can Work It Out, LLC. This video is intended to teach essential, basic facilitation skills. These skills can be used in a variety of settings, including staff and work meetings,
Strategic planning sessions,
one-on-one interactions with library patrons,
and library-sponsored community conversations or any kind of focus group.
So let's get started. Staying on topic. The facilitator can help the group stay on topic by using a few simple tools and skills such as road mapping, interrupting and redirecting, and using a parking lot. Road mapping. Road mapping reminds the group where you are in the agenda and what is coming up next. This helps keep the group focused and on topic.
I thought we could do a quick check-in on what we've done so far. We had some great introductions and looked at our agenda. We talked about our ground rules. Just want to refer to those up on the wall in case you need to look back at them. We learned about our topic, which is pretty exciting, an opportunity for funding for our youth. And we worked in small groups to come up with ideas, which we've already prioritized into a top 3.
Interrupting and redirecting are critical skills every facilitator needs to practice. Most of us have been socialized to feel like interrupting is rude. As a facilitator, though, your role is to keep people on topic and to make sure there is time to hear from everyone. This means you will need to interrupt and redirect speakers who are either off topic or who are long-winded. There are 3 steps to interrupting. First, interrupt the speaker. Then, acknowledge what they've said. Then redirect the speaker or the discussion by asking for other comments. Jan.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about staffing levels. Right now, our hours are just not enough for people.
Jan, I want to just check in with you. I know you're bringing up staffing levels, and that may come up later in the meeting, but right now we really want to focus on funding resources.
You can use a parking lot to acknowledge and track related but off-topic issues or concerns. A parking lot is a large sheet of paper or dry erase board where unrelated topics that come up during a discussion are scribed and addressed at a later time. Make sure the items listed in the parking lot are addressed before the meeting is over. And if there's not time to go through each item, make sure this is acknowledged and a next step is identified.
All right, before we close the meeting out, I want to make sure that we get back to the items that are on the parking lot. So number 1, there were some concerns around capacity building. We're not going to have time to get to that at this meeting, but I was wondering, Jan, this was an issue that was important to you. Are you willing to do a little work on it before we have our next meeting?
Sure, that sounds good.
All right, and then just let me know if it's ready and we'll put it up on the agenda at the next meeting.
Great.
All right, overtime issues. That also came up in terms of capacity, but it's a little bit different. So I was curious, is there somebody else who would like to be working on overtime issues to bring something back to the next meeting?
I can do it.
Sarah? All right, thank you very much. We have both of these things assigned and we'll be hearing back probably at the next meeting. Surfacing questions and concerns. Surfacing questions and concerns is important when you are facilitating a group that is working to come to agreement. As the facilitator, you have 3 goals. Number 1, surface as many concerns as possible. Number 2, remain neutral. Number 3, draw out the speaker so that they clearly explain their concern. Here is an example of a facilitator drawing out a speaker.
Okay.
Why don't we ask the teams what they want?
Ask the teams what they want. How would we do that?
If we don't have a teen advisory board.
Okay. Teen advisory board.
If we don't, if we have one, ask them. If not, then bring a group of teams together like we are.
So in a focus group,
yeah,
or
a focus
surveys,
group
or okay.
If the group is slow to respond when you ask them to offer concerns, strategies you can try include pausing and repeating the question, repeating the most recent concern, or briefly reviewing a few of the concerns that have already been offered. You can also ask the group, what else will we need to consider if we want to move ahead with this project?
Reflective listening. Reflective listening is a powerful and effective tool for connecting with and staying engaged with someone who is upset. We are all wired to calm down when we feel that we are understood and acknowledged by another person. This is the goal of reflective listening. 3 easy steps is all it takes. Step 1, listen to the speaker and notice the feelings they are expressing, as well as the content. Step 2, verbally reflect back to the speaker their feelings and the content of what they said. Step 3, ask, did I get that right?
Yeah, I can't believe that we are not doing more to control the guns in this community. We have an epidemic here. I'm worried my kid is going to school and going to get shot, and I don't know what to do about it.
So what I'm hearing from you is that you're really upset about gun control in the community. Very upset.
Yes.
And that you'd like something to be done about it, and you're worried about the security of your children. Do I have that correct?
Yes.
Remember, you do not need to validate or sympathize with the person's feelings or views. You are simply reporting back to them what you heard them say and the feeling they are expressing. If the speaker corrects you when you reflect back to them, simply include their correction in your next reflection.
I have a little girl who's terrified of a lot of things, but she's terrified of them. So anytime we go anywhere and she sees someone carrying, she is done. She's terrified, and we have to leave because she freaks out, and it makes it very difficult for us to go anywhere. And it makes, and I worry about her. So I don't know what to do.
So let me get this straight. You are you're frustrated because it's difficult for you to be with your daughter in areas where guns are present, and it makes it hard to be around those situations. Did I get that right?
Somewhat. I'm scared.
You're scared.
Worried.
So you're scared and worried for not only your own safety, but your daughter's safety, especially in these situations.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Reframing. Reframing helps keep the discussion constructive. When a participant states their perspective using negative, charged, or extreme language, you can reframe it using more neutral terms. After repeating back what the person has said, using more neutral terms, always ask, did I get that right?
It's really, really hard for me to concentrate with all these kids running around. There are no parents anywhere. I don't know what is happening in this library.
So your concern is the number of unsupervised children in the library and maybe ways that we should address that?
Yes.
We hope the tools and skills you've seen here will support you in having more effective meetings, strategic planning processes, and productive focus group sessions. Feel free to access this resource as often as you like.
And if you're interested in learning more about and practicing basic and advanced facilitation skills,
developing skills for handling conflict,
or understanding how to support a group in coming to agreement, please contact us at wecanworkitoutllc@gmail.com or go to our website, www.wecanworkitoutllc.com. Thank you.